So this is the original leaflet that really sparked the idea of Ernest's character. It's called "If the Invader Comes: What to Do and How to Do It," and it was given out to everybody in June 1940. It says the Germans threaten to invade Great Britain. If they do so, they will be driven out by our navy, our army, and our air force. Yet the ordinary men and women of the civilian population will also have their part to play. And there's a great sense of the awful things that have already happened in Europe, in Poland and Holland and Belgium. And in fact, just as it was being printed, it must have been happening in France. And so these are all the instructions about what to do if you see a parachutist, about hiding your maps, hiding your bicycles, about using your common sense, which of course Ernest finds very difficult because everybody's always telling him he hasn't got any common sense, and he can never remember instructions when he's given them. This is an actual real leaflet from the time. I've got some facsimiles here as well that have been produced. This is one from the Evening Standard of June the 6th. From Dunkirk, Churchill announces successful massed airliners, and it's 4,000 ships, thousands of smaller vessels, and the stories of the men who watched, the fighter pilots returning from the landing areas, and so on. I love looking at these old newspapers. There's another one here that actually refers to the leaflet. This is Wednesday, June the 19th. As early as that, they were calling it the Battle of Britain, you can see in these headlines. It tells you exactly when the blackout is at the top. So this is reporting that let us brace ourselves to our duty and so bear ourselves that if the British Commonwealth and Empire lasts for 1,000 years, men will still say this was their finest hour. And that was Churchill's famous speech, of course. Here on page 5, it says, obey these orders in invasion. These are the 7 rules that all civilians must obey if and when, note, German forces land in this country, that was issued by what was then called the Ministry of Home Security. Oh, and here's a wonderful photograph of the trail of a dogfight. Twisting and turning during a dogfight over a Channel port, British fighter planes leave this pattern in the sky. It is caused by vapour from the engine exhausts. It was such a strong image that so many people referred to this sort of writing in the sky that the planes left behind them. I get the impression that LMF, that stands for lack of moral fibre, wasn't exactly the RAF's finest hour.